Hi there, this is Victor. Welcome to channel Vic5 and Season 5. Okay, so today I'm going to show you how to do Cerlox binding. What is Cerlox binding? Cerlox binding is this. These kind of reports here, you can see they're plastic coils, and they're very useful for a number of things. As you can see, I use them quite a bit. So they can be used for commonly business reports, university reports, school reports, personal notes. So anything that you want to bind a couple of sheets together, nice and simple. When I was working in the office, I used them quite a bit to do my reports because I have a lot of reports. Anyway, so what's the Cerlox machine look like? So let's take a look. Okay, the machine actually looks like this. It's actually a pretty simple machine. It does two things. It stamps, the paper sheets go in here, and then it binds over here. And then there's a handle which does both this way and that way when it does the binding. Okay, so I'm just going to bind these reading notes. So I already started, and I'm going to just show you how it all works. Okay, so I think the easiest way is for me to set up the camera in this direction. So bear with me. Pardon the mess. I'm constantly organizing. So yeah. Okay. So anyway, okay. So here we go. I'm just going to bring this up and turn this down so you can see exactly how it's done. And there we go. Okay. So I've got these sheets over here. And I'm just going to do a bit, and then I'm going to just do the rest, and then show you the binding section. This one will only take about 4 sheets at a time, so I'm just going to count it out every time. So it's like that. In this case, you have to just make sure that it goes in the down direction because it can get caught underneath. So you just kind of put it in and then turn the lever, and there you have it. Okay, so again, 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm just going to turn this down a bit, put this in here, and oops, lever it down, and there you have it. Okay, as you can see, it does kind of flip. See, that's why I can only do 4 sheets at a time. Okay, so I'm going to do the rest, and then I'll show you the binding. Okay, so be right back. Okay, so basically it works pretty easy. You take this coil and you kind of put it so I can separate it out. Let's just see if I'm... There we go, as you can see right here. Now with the binding this, you actually start from the back. So this is the back, so I'm actually going to start in the back. So what happens is you just kind of like feed it in into there, and you usually have to do a few sheets at a time until you get, you can do it a bit longer or a bit more. See that? I'm going to do a bit more, and the key is to make sure that they all go in over here. And another batch. And so I always kind of line it up there, and you kind of just line it up there, watch the ends over here, and keep it up. And I think I've got about 1/8 of an inch, kind of like at a batch. And over here. And as you get to the top, you've got to really make sure that they all come in. And okay, so one more. I think, oops. As you get to the top, sometimes the trick I find is to release it a little bit so that the tabs go in a bit more. So as you can see now, they stick out a bit. So it gives me more room to play with. And over here, like that. As you can see, it gets really tight. And then the final one, which is kind of like the cover. And sometimes what I'll do is I'll just kind of like push it in a bit. Whoops. Wrong way. Okay, hold on. Okay. And I'm just going to push that in a bit. Whoops. Gotta try that again. Like I said, the last part can be a little bit trickier. And especially trying to get all this in. Let's see here. Hang on. Well, as you can see, I'm having a little trouble with this part. Okay, so let's just try that again, and maybe I'll just let it go in a bit and see if that will work. Let's just see here. It may not, and then I might have to just do it manually. And then you just kind of raise it up, and yeah. So as you can see over here, there's the tab, and to do it manually, it's kind of annoying, but it will get it in there. And well, hang on. The problem I'm having with this one is because this is not a real cover. This is kind of like a piece of paper. So as you can see, I mean, it's tight in there for the moment, but I'll fix that later. But basically, oops, it's upside down. Actually, no, it's not. Oh, yep, it is upside down. Okay, so if you have to redo it, all you do is kind of like put it in here. Hold on. See, when it's very tight, it's easier if it's a bit bigger, but I want to try and do it as tight as possible. So of course it's going to be a little more finicky. Okay, so then when you're trying to undo it, it's actually quite easy. There you go, like that. And as you can see, it's upside down, so I got to redo it. Hang on. So it's like all that. So I'm going to just take all this out and then redo it the other way around. Of course, the sheets are backwards, so I have to do them properly. Okay. So let's do it again. All right. So here we go. Like this. Then like that. Then like that. And bring this in a bit. Like that. Oops. Yep. So I'm going to just close this for a second. Oops. This one over here in the middle is actually being a little finicky. I think it's just one sheet. Yep, it is. So that's kind of like how you would do it. and then you would have it. There you go. So I'm going to just quickly work on getting this cover back on, and I'll be right back. Okay. Or actually, maybe I'll just try and... Okay, so... Whoops. Yep. Okay, let me bring it forward. If you can see right here, I'm going to just tilt the machine. You can see where these are really important. And when you're doing near the end, it does get a little bit finicky. Sometimes you have to do one sheet at a time. Like that. And then this one, because I want to get the cover in, I'm just going to have to work with that. Hang on. Maybe I'll get lucky. Yep, look at that. So it just takes a little bit of finesse. And there you... Okay, let me put this away. And there you have the finished product, all ready for reading. See, like I said, you can use bigger coils, and of course that would make the coiling easier. But when you're working with tighter, it gets a little trickier at the end, so you really have to work with a little finesse to get it done like that. Okay, so let me put this over here. Okay, so hold on. I just do this. Okay. All right. So there we have it. That's how you do the Cerloxing. Like I said, I mean, it's fairly easy if the coil is big enough. If you want a tighter coil, then you got to kind of work with it. But the results are pretty good. It's actually very easy to work with. It'll stay intact really well. It's actually quite a good binding. And like I said, and then it makes it nice and easy to read. Okay. So, so the coils come in different sizes. Let me show you. And different colors. You can get them in white, black, blue, red, I don't know, maybe other colors. As you can see, they have varying diameters. You know, this is a really thick diameter. There is really thick. If I had used this diameter here, which is a bit bigger than this one, I was actually using, I believe, this size. And as you can see, the blue one is way thicker and it would have been easier for the end, but again, I wanted a tight fit. Okay, so that's it. Thank you for watching. Have a great day and see you in my next episode. All right, bye-bye.